the Deeks, who are wearing their stylish white jerseys with the pink lettering and numerals and trim. We are underway. Here come the Noles. Corner three, Bejedi is a good shot to start for the Noles.
One of the most improved players in the ACC. Her numbers get better and better. Sara Bejedi, the transfer from Arizona State, continuing to play good. That's a great start. Off the tip, knocking down a three.
One of the fiercest defenders in the league, but she's vastly improved as an offensive player. And my goodness, Makayla Timpson is going to get a lot of rebounds tonight, Stan. That's a normal thing for her. As we see Latson drive and kick. Her high school teammate Snoop Turnage gives it back to her, and Latson explodes to the bucket. Timpson with her second rebound, and it's 5-0 Florida State.
Timpson can run. She's got great hands, very athletic at 6'2". The numbers are crazy. I'll give you one simple one. 12 games this year, she's had over 10 rebounds. 89 offensive rebounds during the day, make it 90. She just got one and finishes the play. Wake Forest has got to be smart. Can they keep with the same tempo? They've got to be able to score on every possession.
It's like every rebound has a soning radar going toward KK Timpson's grasp. She's got 3 rebounds in 70 seconds, and Florida State has a 7-0 lead. Omaria Gordon gets her first 2, speaking of vastly improved players.
Wow, is she ever. Conley, a nice perimeter shooter. As we talked about three-point shots at the beginning of this game, she's got to be able to step up and knock one down. Just right there. We go.
Reagan Conley with her 31st three-pointer of the season. She's closing in on about 40% from deep.
Leads this team in three-point baskets made.
Into the third row, and the game's first turnover. Nearly 2 minutes in.
And that's what you've got to do if you're Wake Forest. You've got to get some stops, push the ball down, take good care of the ball, and get some shots. Because this Florida State team will run off a turnover, they run after a loose ball, they run after a rebound, they run after a made basket. They run when they get off the bus.
Elise Williams averaging nearly 19 points a game in her last 3. Sets up Scruggs from downtown, and Bejedi grabs the rebound.
That's a good look.
Wonder if Timpson will be angry with her teammate that Sara didn't let her get the rebound. Well, Bejedi takes it coast to coast, and Megan Jebbia wants to talk. That defense is not going to cut it against anybody, much less the talented visiting Seminoles from Florida State.
Greatness is a feeling.
Across ACC men's and women's basketball, there have been some notable coaching transitions in recent years, but none has gone quite as smoothly as Sue Semrau to her protege, Brooke Wyckoff. And every game that teams are wearing pink, Stan, there's a little bit more juice in the arena, especially for Coach Wyckoff, who had surgery to remove a cancerous mass this past October. She continues to undergo light preventative care, but breast cancer has impacted all of our lives in one way or another, and she's received just immense support from the women's college basketball community. She's a really good basketball coach, too.
Very good basketball coach, very good basketball player, and an excellent person. So all we'll say right now, Brooke, keep fighting. You got a whole team with you.
Sara Bejedi picks up the foul, and Elise Kaya Harrison, excuse me, going to the line, where she's excellent.
If you're Wake Forest, this is what you've got to do to slow tempo. You've got to run your sets, get some scores, go to the free throw line. A player like Harrison that can knock down free throws. Shooting a shade under 84%. Put some pressure on the basketball. It's quick.
Yeah, Florida State hasn't been worried about the shot clock so far. It's barely gotten down to single digits. Turnage from the corner, can't connect. Rebound for Scruggs.
Turnover a moment ago, you got to stop now if you're Wake. Take your time, run your set, get your basket.
No substitutes for the Deeks after the slow start, but it's a timeout, reset. Same 5, retake the floor.
Well, you just got to sprint back. You know, you got to get back and stop the ball first.
Moving screen called on Scruggs.
See she moving, and you see watch Scruggs right there. Yeah, she kind of, see her step back a little bit. I wouldn't have called that.
It wasn't a lot of contact.
It wasn't any contact, to be very honest with you. But they were saying that she was moving. Did not give him the space.
Almost feel bad. You only get 5. You want to get your money's worth.
Yeah.
Timpson over the top, no good. Rebound pulled down by Malaya Coles.
Timpson gets excellent inside position, averages about 14 a ball game. Just got great length right there.
Conley missed it. Turnage smacks the rebound out of bounds. It'll stay with the Deeks.
We talk so much about Latson, and you talk so much about Gordon, those two guards that just push the basketball. But man, I tell you what, Timpson just does all the little things offensively. Make the mid-range jumper. Obviously, we talk about a rebounding, great hands, an excellent defender. Erases a lot of mistakes.
Coles inside, the Deeks within 2.
Nice job that time by Coles. Got great inside positioning, flashed to the basketball. Got Timpson on her outside hip, was able to score. Good play.
Gordon in the teeth of the defense takes it strong. I've been so impressed with Omaria Gordon this season. She's made a 3 in 11 straight games. She can take it tough inside. Just a really all-around solid player.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that she kind of quietly does a lot of it because there's so much attention on Latson, and Bejedi's become such a great perimeter shooter as well. But OMG just makes dazzling plays. It's going to be a tough matchup today with Kaya Harrison.
Kaya Harrison's going to be a tough matchup at the other end, too.
No question about it. Playing with a sense of urgency, the senior, the grad senior, just doing all the little things to win games.
Quick shot won't go. Turnage tips it out our way, and Gordon takes it before you got a chance to shoot.
Just a little quicker to me. Nice pass.
Better anticipation from Conley.
That's what you have to do if you're Wake Forest, Evan. You've got to be very active. You've got to really play hard. Sub comes in now, just kind of rotate players, but you've got to be quick because this is not a quick basketball team in Florida State. They're quick and fast. Like boom fast. You know what I mean?
Steal from Williams. Andrews the first sub for Wake Forest off the bench. Looking to shoot immediately. Around and out.
Excellent look, just came in, ready to fire.
4th rebound for Timpson, not even 5 minutes in.
Oh, she's getting 10. There's no question about that.
Might be getting 20.
Yeah, it could be.
Bejedi kicks it. Extra pass. Latson fouled by Andrews. Amaya Bonner will be the first sub for Florida State. Will immediately be followed by Sakaya White. Seminoles are once again without the services of Carla Villegas today. She missed Sunday's game against Notre Dame with an illness, and she is still unavailable, recovering from that illness.
She's an added addition as far as a perimeter shooter, the 3rd best three-point shooter on this Seminole basketball team.
But 5 threes last Thursday
yeah,
night.
exactly.
Seminoles double OT heartbreaker. Really great game on Sunday against Notre Dame. Nice ball movement, sets up the right corner 3, and Sara Bejedi's got 8 in the first.
Bejedi's first 2 seasons at Arizona State, she averaged 3 points and 5 points. Comes to Florida State, 6 points and 10 last year, and this season almost 13 points a ball game. Just continuing to get better and better. Can defend, can run, passes the ball, and battle inside as well.
Andrews fouled after securing the rebound. It's on Gordon. Important about Bejedi, she's had a tremendous season. She hadn't shot the ball well lately, but clearly she's come out sharp today. She's 3 for 3. Bejedi came into the day needing just 9 points for 1,000. She's now 1 point away. Timpson was 15 points shy. Be surprised if she didn't get there too.
Nice cut.
Andrews with a chance for a 3-point play. That's why you practice those baseline out of bounds so often.
No question about it. Wake Forest does an excellent job, and they have all season on inbound sets. Inbounds, underside, out of bounds. Patience, wait for the second cutter to come. Great job by Andrews to catch the basketball and ready to finish. Too many times we've seen them fiddling around with the ball, put it on the floor, turn their back. She caught it, went up strong. Now a chance for a 3-point play.
It's a strong response for Wake Forest after falling behind 7-0. Deeks back within 2 at 14-12.
And after the basket, a little 2-2-1 pressure.
Latson can't connect. Timpson puts it back up and in.
That's what you
cannot
do.
It was Makayla White.
That's what you cannot do is once you pressure, you stop the initial pass, they take a shot and they drive. You got to be weak side rebounders.
Tough take for Elise Williams, her first points of the night.
Nice body control by Williams that time. And again, we talk about it. When she's decisive, she's one of the better players on the perimeter in this conference. Went in strong, didn't try to pass it, didn't try to do anything, just went up and got the basket.
Williams coming off a 26-point game against Virginia on Sunday. Around and out, but again, I mean, that's a KK Timpson impersonation inside there by Makayla White. Replicating what the ACC's offensive rebound leader can do while she's on the bench.
Goes inside, battle with it, long arms, goes up, contact, finishes the play. Makayla White, who was the freshman of the year in their conference with North Alabama a couple of years ago, and then transferred again, and now has come in and just really found a home, giving them about 15 to 18 minutes a ball game. Was an All-American at Jones College after she left North Alabama, but she's a power player, and it's so difficult because you get all the KK stuff, you get all the stuff inside with Latson driving, and then you bring her in and she gets the free throw line. This is a good basketball team in Florida State crew. They're going to be a hard out ACC tournament time, and should they get the NCAA bid there too. Those are hard matchups. They've got size, they've got speed on the perimeter.
Elise Williams for 3, and we're tied at 17.
Another good decision by Elise Williams.
Latson draws the contact. The shot went in, and it's a blocking foul on Wake Forest. I was listening to a press conference from Georgia Tech coach Nell Fortner earlier this year, Stan, and she said, no one makes more difficult shots than Tania Latson.
That's true. But now, had she seen HH play at that time? Had she had an HH game at the time or not?
I know what you're referring to. I think so.
Man, I'm trying to eliminate
just off-balance shots that are
a lot in games right now. I'm trying to do that, so I'm just doing the abbreviation.
Dare I ask how you compare Hidalgo's freshman year at Notre Dame to what Latson did a year ago?
No, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm not going to talk about, you know, who I'm the #1 fan club member of. I ain't going to get in there. But I tell you what, they're phenomenal perimeter players, phenomenal young ladies doing it in the classroom on the court. I tell you who could answer that question better is Kaya Harrison. She's had to guard them. And Fair also.
Feeble call for traveling.
That would be the person that you would want to listen to because she's had some tough assignments the last couple of weeks.
Notre Dame women had a tough start tonight. They're home against NC State. Wolfpack leading 16-4 late in the first quarter at the Joyce Center.
Yeah, they had a tough game, not only in their win against Florida State on Sunday, but then their loss versus Louisville a week ago.
Meanwhile, it's good to see the voice of the Florida State Seminoles women's basketball program, Aria Masudi, who's calling the game courtside here for Florida State Radio. He was at the Joyce Center at Notre Dame last night, calling Georgia Tech Notre Dame men's basketball for ACC Network. So Aria's been a busy guy.
Well, I was at a game last night too. You didn't say anything about that.
Well, I didn't just give the high point score, I just gave the Notre Dame score. I also feel like you're a type of person, there's Aria Masudi. You're also the type of person that doesn't always want people to know where you've been.
Nah, I tell you after I get back. I tell you after I get back. Hey, did you know I was? Damn, is that 1,000? Is that 1,001 now? That's
1,000 for Sara Bejedi. See if Timpson can join her by the end of the half of the evening.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we talked about this second. She's just got better and better as a player. Clock winding down.
Turkoff takes it. Andrews again doing work on the offensive glass.
Great job, great job, great job.
Beautifully done as Coles lays it in.
Shots long, Andrews played smart, got the rebound, go back outside and in.
Latson missed it. Wake Forest ball. I'll tell you what, Stan, I'm not sure if Wake can keep up the scoring pace that we're at right now, but it's been a pretty entertaining first 8.5 minutes.
Well, what they've got to do is they've got to value the ball and score in their possessions and get some stops. It's going to be very difficult for a team in Florida State that's had 23 ball games, over 70 points. In two games, they've scored 100 or better. You don't want to match them basket for basket, but you've got, well, but you've got to be efficient with what you're doing by Wake Forest.
Both teams shooting 50% or better. Wake Forest with their third turnover. Miscommunication from Diebel. There are the field goal numbers. Latson lost her dribble. Gives it up to Bejedi, who takes it. Rebound for Andrews.
Wow, love the activity by Andrews today.
She's had a skip to her steps since coming off the bench.
She's one of the few bigs that can maybe stride for stride run with Timpson. Or turnage that 4-5. Nice drive.
Strong take, and Harrison finishes with a left hand.
Again, being fearless, having a decision and being correct on that, going right inside and scoring. Kaya Harrison.
Bejedi traveled before the shot. Turnover number 3 for Florida State.
Kaya Harrison going downhill, recognizes the side's going to clear right there, goes right down the middle, crossover, uses the left hand. Kaya Harrison with the basket.
6 points in the quarter for Harrison. Wake 5 of its last 6. And a chance to take their first lead. 12 to shoot, 25 in the quarter. Turcoff fouled by Bonner. Deke's not in the bonus yet. Wake ball underneath.
I like the idea they were looking for Coles as she was banging inside with Timpson. Timpson did a really nice job of fronting the post and then moving her away, but they didn't force it. But the thing that was so impressive about that post-up was Coles continued to move, trying to be active, which made the defense have to adjust.
Diebel, corner 3 short, rebounded by Coles, back up and in. Deke's on top for the first time tonight.
A great catch and finish. 3 times in the post today. Wake Forest players have finished plays, one dribble, a score, or keep it up and score.
Timpson sets the screen. Bejedi doubled, 2 seconds. Bejedi at the end of the quarter.
Looking for more.
Stan, do you speak knockdown jump shot?
I certainly did.
You forgot the language.
More layups now. Still same thing. Baskets right there.
Andrews too strong. Offensive rebound, Scruggs. Deacons reset to Diebel.
Andrews was in a tough spot, man. Oh, that's nice. She's in a tough spot the first jump and didn't know we would use the glass and shoot it, but they kept banging. What a great aggressive team we're seeing out of Wake Forest right now. Second chance opportunity, Andrews scores.
Tanaya Latson does not make a ton of threes. There's her 21st of the season. In game number 25, it's a big shot for a Florida State team that was all of a sudden on the ropes a little bit.
That was a great look, a way to kind of slow things down for Wake Forest.
Deep 3 answer for Riley Turcoff.
We talked about it in the open, different players knocking down jump shots. Great look, knockdown 3. Not quite the same movement we saw early in the game by Florida State. Trying to do a little one-on-one and then having to reverse out. You've got players that can make plays off the bounce, however.
No good for Tucker. Rebound tip controlled by Harrison.
Nice job. Andrews has really come in as a walk. Andrews has really come in and given this team a lift.
Megan Jebbia would love to shock the ACC world tonight and snap the Deacons' 12-game losing streak. It's a team that has been competitive with some of the better teams in the league, but have not been the better team through a full 40 minutes.
Exactly.
On any night so far this year. Bejedi blast right by Turkov, and she's fouled by Diebel. Blocking foul on the Aussie. Her name is Diebel, but she's supporting courage tonight. Some players have courage, others have hope or strength or inspire. What would your inspirational word be on the back of your jersey, Stan?
Fight.
I like it. Latson, meanwhile, another tough two.
She's getting some nice hooks. The person at the top of the key, that jump at that time, gets her feet in the paint, and she just elevates. Such a great athlete at 5'8".
Timpson with block another. Oh, KK Timpson with back-to-back swats.
Number 6 shot blocker in the NCAA, obviously number 1 in the ACC. Bam!
Too strong, right on line. Battle for the board, tie up. Seminole basketball.
Watch this. Goes inside. There's your drop step. Get the block. Keep it in play. Once again, quick off her feet. Long arms. Very athletic. That's KK Timpson.
Florida State did not win the game on Sunday against Notre Dame, but they blocked 14 shots against the Irish. Timpson rising up the leaderboard. Going to pass her coach before the end of this year. Maybe next year. Yeah. Good hustle from Wake defensively. Coming up with a steal.
Wake, spacing, keep cutting. Players ready to score the basketball. Try to find a way to get Timpson away from the post, and that way you can get the drive right there.
Williams triple teamed, had it poked away, and it was out of bounds. Last touch by Florida State. No possession reset. So the clock's going to stay at 7.
Turnage was out of bounds. Turnage, Timpson didn't exactly see which one was on the line. Bejedi came down for a little bit of a double there. 7 seconds.
Williams to the basket for 2.
Great job by Elise Williams once again. She had a decision. Didn't get in the paint and try to pass it. Went up strong. Looked for contact. Didn't get it. Don't worry about it. Just keep playing.
Last 10 minutes of game time, Stan, have been one of Wake's best 10-minute stretches of the entire season. From about the 7th into the first quarter to the 7th into the second. We'll see if the Deeks can keep it up. Against the Florida State team that, my goodness, I don't understand how they're not ranked in the top 25 with some of the wins they've got.
Well, they give up about 72 points a ball game. 15th best in the conference. So they can score, but they'll give you points. Not a smart foul that time by Harrison. Just move your feet and keep working that way. The player was going to the left.
Just her first.
Yeah, but you don't want, just like the foul early in the ball game with scrubs, you don't want to give a cheap foul early in the game because you're going to need that foul later on because they are aggressive players.
Into Timpson. Wake would love for her to catch it there all night instead of inside.
That was an outside shooter to make the little 10 to 12 foot play.
Bejedi, tough move, step back, good.
Yeah. She's so tough. Her game, like you said earlier, more and more points, but she can beat you off the bounce. Very quick, strong, moves her feet well, too.
Bejedi now working on her second 1,000 during her incredible career. 5th year from Helsinki, Finland. Ever been there, Stan?
No.
Me neither. I heard it's nice.
But I know she speaks 4 languages.
Clock winding down. Latson, the steal. Is that Hannah Hidalgo or Tanaya Latson?
See, she heard us talking about it. My bad.
Latson all of a sudden's got 10 points.
Latson. A little bigger version.
She doesn't have nearly as many steals as Hannah either, but she's certainly capable.
That knee injury slows her down just a little bit, but she's back fully recovered. I mean, she's got 38. She's coming in, so she can still play.
38 steals. Harrison slicing to the cup. Timpson with some pretty good defense. And then the block put the foul underneath. And it will go against Timpson. It's her first.
Well, if you continue to make plays, watch this. Playing, you're in the paint, you're kicking the ball out, just got in the passing lane. Not a lot you can do for that. Speed, the ability to score so many different ways to Latson.
Quick correction, Stan. They gave that foul to Turnage. So Turnage with one, Timpson still with none. I think Brooke Wyckoff will take that. Meanwhile, Scruggs to the line. Every game she plays, she adds to her career milestone. Today's number 142. Most games played in the history of Wake Forest women's basketball.
It's amazing. And her game, as we talked about Bejedi, her game has evolved. Earlier on was a perimeter player, then worked inside and came out and never really got comfortable. Last 2 years, more of an inside player. She does a great job screening and becoming a great rebounder.
Gordon knocks down the corner three.
And you just, choose your, pick your poison. Okay. Gordon gets down in transition, finds some lean, knocks down a three.
First assist of the night for Bejedi. Pretty good heads by the Finnish guard. Eating out for Conley. Rebound Timpson, her 6th board.
Stop the ball, then you got to pick up a player.
Latson fouled before any shot by Conley. Well, we talked about Wake's illustrious three-point shooting recently, but Florida State shooting about 40% from three over their past 3 games. 3-point lead. Well, she's just a sophomore, but her career resume is pretty extensive. ACC Rookie of the Year, first team All-League, the Tamika Catchings Award winner last year. On Tuesday, Tania Latson was named to the Naismith Trophy midseason team. And it feels like she's just getting started, Dan Luter.
She's like she's been around a long time, you know? She set the ACC freshman record last year for points, 660. Again, just wonder where she would have gone had she not had the injury.
Scruggs just rips it away for the steal.
I think this is a big possession for Wake Forest. Continue playing hard, playing with some confidence.
Malaya Coles from about 17 feet.
That's the confidence. She got the shot there. Had the matchup she liked that time against White. White didn't come out to contest that. Coles made her pay.
Coles 4 for 5, 8 points. Deeks back within 1.
I was talking about it the other day. You continue to think about the success Coles had low block early in the year in that Villanova game. She had 22. Good rebound there.
Rebound number 3 for Coles to go with her 8 points in 9 minutes.
She's had some solid scoring basketball games. 13 against Notre Dame, 13 against Syracuse. So she can make some plays. It's good to see her get going early.
Williams stays with it.
No reset, no reset.
Shot clock's at 6. Williams, now I think she realizes it. Deflected pass. Scruggs was blocked by Timpson. Make it Turnage, and they're calling a foul. I'm as in great a state of disbelief as Brooke Wyckoff is.
I think Brooke is in disbelief. Think about Turnage. Goes inside. Let's see. Hands there. Okay. She got a little bit of that left on.
It's a late whistle. They're going to give Scruggs a couple free throws now. See if Wake can capitalize on this. Scruggs missed a couple earlier.
Slow the motion. Finishes strong, but slow the motion. And then just finish and follow through. She knocks this down.
On space, guys.
Boom, boom, finish. Huh?
Tied at 33.
I can still get that job as a shooting coach.
Tipped by Harrison, stolen by Deagle. Gordon picks it right back.
That's just speed. That's just simple speed. There's a great defensive play right there. Watch this. Gordon just eyes the ball, quick hands, knocks it out of it. That's those kind of plays that don't show up on the stat sheet, but wow. OMG.
Finding Harrison over Latson. Rebound Gordon.
had to take the shot. Was dared by Latson, but known more as a driver, not a three-point shooter. He made 6 threes this season.
Latson catching at the elbow, comes up short. Tanaya started 1 for 5, then made 3 straight before that miss. He'll stay with Florida State.
And because Florida State has solid perimeter players in OMG, also Bejedi, they can also afford to hide Latson. That time they worked her from side to the middle, put it right there in the middle post.
Tucker, 2.
Another player that we don't talk a lot about, the transfer from Cal, but can make the shots, got some size, 5'11", 6 feet tall. Good job, UCSB, I should say. But that's a nice play there.
Scruggs does her best work inside. We're tied 35 all.
And
2
that's
minutes
what I
to play
was
in
talking
half.
about earlier, before she depended on the perimeter shot, she's comfortable now scoring inside, especially off the move.
Nice defense by Cole. She just held her ground, and Latson misfires. Wake looking to retake the lead. Debo called for the same travel again. Megan Gebbia this time does not agree with the call.
I like that. Debo just put the ball down. That wasn't a travel. Okay, what? Next play. Next play.
Did you agree with that call, Scott?
I couldn't see the bottom of her feet because of the monitor, but I don't think it was a travel, simply the fact that she got that foot down with the ball down. But nevertheless,
Latson.
and that's where Latson and good basketball teams hurt you. They flash her again from the middle, and she gets a catch and a score. The 2 you don't get, the 2 they get. So there's always pressure on Wake Forest right now in their possessions.
Artfully answered, by the way, striding the line between not criticizing the ref, talking about the monitor, but also acknowledging we thought it could have been a travel. I appreciate that.
Well, I'm going to try to be honest now.
Latson's warming up. She's got 12, most of anyone in the game so far. Under a minute to play in the second quarter.
It's a tough matchup. You got to force her to one side, make her pick it up.
Entry pass deflected and stolen by Andrews.
Stagger high, Williams.
NBA-esque 2-for-1 type shot. Rebounded by Coles, and the tie-up will keep it with the Deeks.
I like this idea. Try to give the 2-for-1. It's a good look there. Shots off. But Cole's very active today. Fights. Gets the tie-up. Ball goes the Deeks' way. Don't have to be in a rush right now if you're Wake Forest. Kind of get you some spacing. Look for your better matchups. Bejedi's guarding Williams.
Shot clock's now at 6. Now you got to hurry. Williams, left hand. Beautiful.
Great job. The screen initially by Coles allows her to go either left side, right side, and then splits it under control. Nice play by Elise Williams.
Shot clock is off. Tanaya Latson guarded by Kaya Harrison. 3 seconds. Latson off the dribble was fouled. Deeks had one to give. And there's 9/10 on the clock as it stands right now.
Almost didn't get that in time. I'm not sure if Debo planned that or not, but nevertheless, ball under. So this is going to be a lob. This is going to be something lob quickly.
Timpson around it out. Would have been very close if it had fallen in, but they don't need to review it because it did not go. And we
got 1 point away or tied the record.
What?
I'm just saying. Records are made to be broken now.
Bejedi, corner 3.
Bejedi
begins the third quarter just like the first.
Yeah, waiting in the corner. Ball was rotated, baseline, middle, quick throw, and that's just money in the bank.
Give me the key to the second half for each team.
For Florida State, it's just to make shots and continue to play like they play and take the life away from Wake Forest. For Wake Forest, they've got to capitalize every time they get the ball.
When you say you want Florida State to play like they play, you mean like this?
Yes, sir.
Turnage for three. Rebounded by Bejedi.
Chance opportunity.
Gordon knocks down the three, and it's a quick 6-0 run for the Seminoles.
It's for Wake Forest. You can't, you miss a shot, you give them a second chance, they bury another three. And you can't do that against any team, especially a team as explosive as Florida State.
Florida State right now 6 for 10 from three tonight. Over the past 3.5 games, they're shooting north of 40% from beyond the arc as Scruggs gets the scoring started for Wake here in the second half.
That was a great example of being able to use the dribble in the lane because she took the ball to the basket.
Blocking foul on Harrison, her second.
Tough. Wow. I don't know about that.
Latson to the basket.
You gotta help her. Coach has got to be able to stop her because just one-on-one, Harrison's gonna have a tough cover. But she should be used to it. She's had some of the best players in the country. Nice play.
Harrison, tough scoop shot. She was looking for the foul too. Yeah. Hey, same question I asked you about Caitlin Clark, but tonight Latson. What impresses you most about Latson?
I like the fact she's got great motor. She continues to work. Got a push there.
Offensive foul. Number 1 on Timpson.
But when you look about Latson, she's got a lot of balance. She had 90 assists last year, 106 so far this year. She's averaging about a point less than what she averaged last year, setting the ACC freshman record. She's led this team in scoring 14 times, but yet she can also play solid defense with 40 steals. She does a lot of things. She's got a total basketball game. I don't think you talk about Caitlin playing defense maybe with the same aggression that you do with Latson.
Latson has said defense is, quote, the favorite part of my game.
Oh, it's almost there.
Playing volleyball now. Loose on the ground. Coles with a heck of a hustle play. Williams to the basket. And one. Brooke Wyckoff can't believe what just happened, but it's an opportunity for the Deacs here at home.
And I love it. Look at the bench. There's a smile there. A lot of people excited. That's the type of plays you've got to have. We said fight. Loose ball, diving after it. Bodies are going there. Then the great decision. Spin, extra play, get off the glass, count it.
Left hand.
And the joy. That's what I'm talking about. That is competing. Competing, trying to win a game. Whether you win or lose this basketball game, you lay it out on the line. I like that. Good things will happen for you if you just continue to play hard.
Elise Williams, the first Deacon in double figures. She's got 12, and the deficit is just 1. Quick 7-2 run for the Deacs after Florida State hit a pair of threes in the opening minute of this quarter.
Showing a little bit of a zone right now for Wade.
Gordon can't hit over Coles. Rebound tip controlled by Williams. Deacs with a chance to take the lead again. Conley calling for it. Finally gets it, fires. Around and out, and a foul on Wake on the rebound. Timpson just grabbed her 7th board. 7 minutes to go in the third.
I love that Elise Williams kind of dapped up Conley, said, coming back to you, keep shooting it. That was a great decision, good offensive set. If you're a Wake Forest fan, sadly, the ball didn't go in, but you'd like to see that type of movement on offense.
Scruggs picked up her 2nd foul. Coles with a good defense. Loose ball picked up by Scruggs. Harrison attacking Gordon. Timpson bear hugs her 8th rebound.
Penetration.
Bejedi going to the line.
It's that quick Bejedi. Kind of turned it on. The step there, got in the middle. I don't know if you've got 3 quicker perimeter players easy in the country that you would have Bejedi, Latson, and you're thinking, I see I challenged you today. Wow, got you thinking about something. I don't just talk about stuff. I just don't say this stuff.
Like, I'm thinking of individual players who
Right.
are as quick as them, but
Not-
and three on the same team.
That's why I said, see, I think about stuff. I'm talking about stuff. I'm not just talking just to be talking. I'm thinking, making you think. So usually you just throw stuff at me. How's it feel?
Bejedi crossed over 1,000 points tonight. Timpson has a lot of rebounds, but only 2 points. Came in 15 points shy of 1,000. 1 for 2 at the line for Bejedi. Diebel back out there. Now, Diebel was responsible for 4 of Wake's 6 turnovers in the first half.
Keep the basketball moving.
Well, that was a break for Wake Forest.
No reset.
Harrison, nifty dribble, and draws the foul against Bejedi. Number 2 on Sara.
You know, when we're thinking about quick players, I think somewhere in the line you got to think about Kaya Harrison, especially when she's in the middle of the floor. She's kind of quick too. She was a trackster in high school, back up in New York. That was a nice little move there to kind of clear space, get to the basket. She goes to the free throw line.
Yeah, you got to go back a long way to think about Kaya Harrison in high school. Of course, her 50-year
Yeah.
Wake Forest, but her high school coach, coming out of Baldwin High in Long Island, said she's one of the best defenders on Long Island. She's the type of player that will make everyone around her better.
And while you're saying that, let me just throw a little quick shout out to her family. Family because Miss Harrison come to all the games. So there's a lot of other parents are here and continue to support. That's the great thing I like about this Wake Forest basketball program. The families come out, and Miss Williams, Mrs. Williams, a lot of times to see him. Met Madison Jordan's mom at the game the other day, and she said her grandmother, Miss Betsy George, she's down in Alabama, so she watches all the ball games. She kind of likes you.
Well, how does she feel about you?
Really likes me. But Miss Betsy, thank you for watching, and all the Wake Forest families that continue to come and support, and all the Deacon fans.
We'll have to take your word for it. That's a nice find. Timpson lays it in with 1 on the shot clock.
Point blank range, and is able to score. Get to see the McWarthers that come to the ball games. A lot come down from Cincinnati. Aaliyah McWarther, their mom and dad, and sisters at the game today.
Big shot for Diebel, won't go. Turnage with a rebound for Florida State.
Great inside position by Timpson. When she can score inside, that just makes that perimeter game. They're going to look for her a few times. She likes to match up with Coles right now, away from the basket.
Latson inside again. Timpson with the mismatch.
Yeah.
Puts it in.
Somehow, Coles was not able to kind of get off that screen, and Diebel ends up getting her, and that's not going to work too well.
Back-to-back Timpson buckets, both assisted by Latson. Stretches what was a 1-point lead up to 5.
Of course, you just got to continue to be patient right now. You can get a shot.
I'm not sure how that pass snuck through there. Kirchhoff goes too strong off the glass. And the foul going against Wake Forest. Sakaya White, draws the contact. We get ourselves a timeout. 4:37 to play in the third. Visiting Florida State by 5.
What even is this? Don't touch my thing.
Critical juncture of this game, late stages of the third quarter. Florida State currently leads by 5. Latson, Gordon, and Bejedi all in double figures for Florida State. Elise Williams leading the way for the Deacs.
What stands out right now, the fact that Wake Forest getting a lot of points off second chance opportunities, 17 of their 45, and also scoring in the paint today. 26 points, outscoring Florida State. 26 now, 22.
Remember when I said Timpson only had 2 points? That was not that long ago. Now she's got 8.
Well, it's just a matter of time. And like I said, they've got so many weapons on offense. Elise Williams had a nice first half. Andrews in the ball game, and she's had a nice first half, but she come in and give them another spark.
Andrews played 12 minutes in that first half. 5 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Latson, acrobatic shot, gets her own miss, has it blocked. Third chance is good for Timpson.
Gotta be able to secure that rebound inside, especially when Timpson is around. She's got excellent hands at 6'2", is close to the basket and can finish, and she's done that the last few possessions.
4 Seminoles averaging in double figures, all of them with double figures tonight.
Basketball's got to move a little more if you're Wake Forest right now.
Latson leading the way with 14, while Bejedi now has 15, and Timpson a rebound shy of her 13th double-double of the season. Wake needed that.
Great job.
A drought of about 4 minutes.
Well, at least we did a nice job again, attacking, being smart with it, and taking the ball to her left side and making the defender have to come over their body to try to block the shot.
That duo has been doing damage, but this time Timpson's shot spins out. 3 minutes to play in this third period. Bejedi matched up with Williams.
Timpson guarding Scruggs. There's a good screen there and a step out.
Turkoff takes it. Nearly turns it over, but Andrews does a nice job meeting the pass. Now Scruggs inside. Can't score against Timpson. And there's her double-double, the 13th of the year. Florida State record in the season. Tasha Howard had 15 double-doubles a decade ago. Tough two for Tanaya Latson. And a timeout taken by Wake Forest. 56-47. The Seminoles have opened up a 9-point lead here on the road.
You know, he'd come to my home for summers when it came to helping.
Over the course of the season, this quartet has been responsible for nearly 3/4 of Florida State scoring. It is an even higher percentage tonight. Some has been phenomenal.
Latson averages 20. She's got 16. Bejedi's got 15. Gordon's got 10. And very quiet, all of a sudden, Timpson gets 10 and another double-double.
Tonight they've got 51 of Florida State's 56. And I misspoke going to break. I said it was a timeout called by Wake after the Florida State run. It was actually Brooke Wyckoff that took the timeout. And she plays her starters a lot of minutes these days. They're not that deep, especially with Villegas still unavailable. Big bucket for Cole. She's in double figures for the Deeks with 10.
Well, they play very hard, but they play for the most part without fouling also. There's your miss after the score there by Cole. So now, again, I like what the actions become out of the offense, but I need to see just a few more movement.
Cole.
Face up.
Double teamed. And a jump ball called. It's going to stay with Wake. And the Deeks are fortunate because it looked like Bonner was about to start the fast break.
Well, there was an example where Coles has got it under the restricted area, so she's 10 feet or less away. And she's got to just face up. You've got plenty of time. You're not going to get a 3-second call on there. Just catch it and then face up, and if you want to score, or you want to pass out there. But playing from your back, she never really got control of it. Tried to make a move against one of the best shot blockers around. It's going to be difficult to score there.
Coles fouled at the free throw line by White. First on White. Third on Florida State here in this third quarter. I make it the fourth on Florida State in the quarter. So that's their final foul to give. Timpson, Gordon both back in. Debo looking for somewhere to go, finds Andrews. Harrison pivots. Rebound for Timpson, her 11th.
Wow.
Latson to Timpson before the basket. The whistle for the foul against Conley.
Did you see, and you did, you're watching the game like me, a crossover move to get to the pick and roll. Boom.
Foul went to Williams, excuse me. Elise picks up her first. KK Thompson was good in the first couple quarters, Dan. Here in this third quarter, she has been great.
Yeah.
10 points, 5 rebounds in this third quarter alone.
And you see,
For the game now, she's got 12 and 11. Excuse me.
you know, maybe she's scoring all her points primarily in the paint, some second chances. You see why she's the leading field goal percentage player in the ACC.
Latson the steal.
Got numbers.
Coast to coast, Tanaya. Surprised it bounced out. Harrison the other way.
Well, he's got to find a way to get some easy scores. Maybe he didn't have all the numbers right that time for Harrison, but then we got to find a way to keep scoring the basketball.
Bejedi directing traffic. Cole sets a moving screen. Wasn't a lot of contact, but similar to what we saw before, she was clearly sliding as she had the screen set.
You got to be stationary, and you let your ball handler or the cutter go off the screen.
Only the first on Malaya. Shot clock is off. Wake women's basketball had some pretty good social media content. They had Malaya mic'd at practice this past week. I'm sure you saw it on the Twitter.
Yeah, I did. On the Twitter machine. Yeah, you know, I did.
Latson with 4, with 3, with 2, with 1, and she did not get it off. Too late. Nice move, but it was after the buzzer. Even without that bucket, Florida State outscores Boston College against Louisville tonight. Georgia Tech Clemson, close game after one, just 2-point game down at Little John. Duke and Virginia Tech later tonight from Castle Coliseum. It's the rematch. Remember, Duke beat Virginia Tech in Durham last month.
Beat them soundly. See, you didn't disappoint. That's what Miss Bessie Jordan down in Alabama was talking about. Why she likes it, because you give the score so well.
She likes that Alyssa Andrews cutting bucket even more.
What a nice game Alyssa Andrews had. She's been active. She's got great hands. Moved without the basketball, gets a layup.
Deeks within 7. Bejedi missed the layup. Timpson with her 12th rebound. Second effort shot was disrupted. And then the steal for Diebel. Harrison versus Gordon. Kaya, the foul, and the bucket. Count it for Kaya.
Nice defensive play. Keep the ball alive in the passing lane. Push ahead. Harrison one-on-one. She's quick too. Goes inside. Hesitation. She's going to be okay. OMG. She took a hard fall, but the three-point play. Kaya Harrison. I remember meeting her grandfather her first year. I think we had a game. I think we were doing Wake versus Charleston. And her grandfather came to the ball game, and just wow, time really flies. Like I said, her parents come to the games, the Scruggs family always here. And so, you know, senior night coming on Sunday. Just want to give them all a little love and thank them again. But that's a nice play for the grad student, Kaya Harrison. You remember that game?
Like it was yesterday.
I know. You weren't giving the scoreboard to that game.
Shot clock winding down for Florida State here.
In the post.
Timpson over Andrews, puts it in.
See, in addition to being long, she's a very good athlete. She leaps very well at 6'2", so you get that low, she's going to score.
After tonight, just 5 regular season games left for Wake Forest. Even fewer than that for Florida State. Moving screen goes against Andrews this time, and Jebbia is as irate as she has been at any point tonight. Okay. Jebbia is still barking at her own staff.
Yeah. You've got to fight through it now for Wake Forest. Next play. Florida State will continue to execute. They've scored so many points inside of 10 feet in the second half, primarily by Timpson. Team Williams are battling there.
Williams wins the battle.
Elise lost it on her way to the rim, and Timpson scoops it up. Latson right at Harrison. As good as you could guard a player like that, and Harrison's hurt. Shaken up under the bucket. Just now coming down the floor. Wake playing 4-on-5 right now. Elise Williams going to work anyway. Harrison just now entering your screen. like she took a shot in the gut. Look out. That's a take foul in the NBA. If you watch the end of the Louisville-Syracuse game, that should clearly be an intentional foul if you're going to go with what Jeff Walls didn't like and got reprimanded for. But here, that's just a foul. Did you see the end of that game? It's okay.
I did. No.
Did you hear about it?
I did, and I heard about it, and then I saw
it. Was
video.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it was. Jeff's a little lighter in the pocket.
Yeah, but more power.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Absolutely not. And, you know, like it was such a great game, too, between two really good teams.
Yes.
And the energy and passion that Syracuse had when they won and celebrated, you don't want to take that away from them. But, man, it was a cruel thing to do to the Cardinals. Rebound for Conley. Wake hanging around here. 2-possession game, 7 minutes to go.
I'll tell you what, you know, just saying that makes you think about how exciting the ACC Women's Basketball Championship is going to be in a couple of weeks.
It'll be in Greensboro, and Diebel been called for traveling 3 times tonight. I asked a question to a few other people this week. I'm curious to get your thoughts.
Okay.
Take some time to think about it if you want. How many teams in the ACC right now do you think could realistically make a run all the way to the Final Four? Because I think the answer is all the way to the Final Four.
Oh, all the way to the Final.
Offensive foul against Florida State.
NC State.
There's going to be like 9 teams, I think, pretty safely in the field.
Realistically, NC State, based on their history, here's a drive. Continue to play defense, hold your position. Nice job there by Alex. NC State, Virginia Tech.
Obviously.
Louisville.
Yep.
Notre Dame.
That's 4.
Florida State, Miami, possibly. They get on a run.
What about Syracuse?
Syracuse, yeah.
What about North Carolina or Duke?
North Carolina.
I don't know if Duke scores enough.
Duke, I don't know if they score enough. And they're still kind of a young basketball team.
Yeah. But that's the point. Like, the league may not have a #1 seed in the
dance. Did I think long enough?
But there are at least 6, maybe 7 or 8 teams that, if they get hot, could make a run all the way to the Final Four.
Yeah. Oh, that's real. That's real.
And of course, like, who would have said from the national perspective that Miami would make the Elite 8 last year?
Right.
And
that's why I say that, because they have the ability to score the basketball. They've got a game changer in Dave Wilson that makes some plays. They've got some size and nothing to post. And the thing about it, too, you know, in the NCAAs, your team timeouts a little bit longer, so you can play in spurts and be ready if you can eliminate foul trouble.
And I worry a little bit about this Florida State team's depth, a little bit, but with their playmakers and their ability to score and make tough shots,
well, you have.
I think they could make a run too. Here's Latson. Scruggs tried to reach out for the foul. That is going to be a block or a charge.
It's a charge.
That's ridiculous.
It's a charge.
I cannot believe they called that a charge.
Yeah, and Latson can't either.
Brooke Wilcox just screamed that is a terrible call, and Brooke, I am 100% with you.
Let me tell you what.
If I could get a T right now on Brooke's behalf, I would.
Well, you can, but she might have had position. We'll look at it again, but Brooke looks nice and pink, though. So we'll see what happens, but that's a tough call.
My goodness.
She does.
Seminoles by 6.
I like it, Pete.
Question.
As a referee, you call it like you see it. As a broadcaster, you do the same. From our perspective, this should not be an offensive foul.
I'm kind of in agreement with you. She ran parallel to her. She was in a shooting motion. You know, more I think about it and watch that video, our guys and ladies back in the truck are doing a great job. Thank you for the shot. I kind of agree with you.
John Capolino saw it as a charge.
And he's the only person that didn't count.
Yeah, until you bring a whistle to the game.
Not today. Get your baseball.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Yeah. I will cherish those forever.
Wake Forest, nationally ranked baseball.
Oh, great defense by Williams. And they call a foul on the 4th effort, sending Latson to the line. Yeah, to say Wake is nationally ranked is to say, like, you like basketball.
Well, I wanted you to say #1.
They are the #1 team, pretty consensus.
No question about it. Open the season tomorrow.
Yep. Over at the couch. A couple of frisbee throws from the Joel Coliseum here.
A great run last year to the College World Series and out away. Okay. This year, let's go to Omaha. Okay, 5 minutes to play.
Yep.
This has got to be execution, execution, execution.
Diebel, corner three. Rebound, guess who? Number 13 for KK.
13, 10 rebounds and more. Just continues with this.
Wild three from Bejedi.
Bejedi's got that in her game. She'll give you 1 or 2 of those a game.
Bejedi 9th in the ACC in threes per game. Alea Coles gets free again. She's got 12.
The crossover that time by Williams kind of froze the defenders. Everybody with their hands down. Nice roll by Coles, having a good ball game.
I think if you had said to Megan Jebbia before the game, you'll be within 6 with 4 minutes to go, she probably would have signed up for that.
Well, we've seen this a lot this season. They played close in some of the top-ranked teams, but not able to close it. Maybe today, if you're a Wake fan, this could be the day.
Latson fakes it. And a late whistle to call the foul. I think they got Williams. It'll be 2 free throws for Tanaya.
Latson's first step. And then her ability to get to the rim and hang in the air if you need to.
Gave the foul to Coles. Apologies, I've been off tonight. Latson going to the line.
Still love it.
Appreciate it. Tanaya Latson, born in Miami, but moved around a lot as a kid. Self-described military brat. Some of her childhood in Missouri, then Hawaii, then Atlanta. American Heritage High in Miami, and she's got 20 points tonight. She's got 50 in her 2 games against Wake so far this year. Wonder if these teams will meet in Greensboro again like they did last year. Second largest comeback in tournament history. There's a beautiful pass from Harrison.
Coles now with 14, and the Deeks continue to stay within an arm's length.
Perfect pass right in the mid area. Coles kept it high and finished strong. Love that little 2-man game right now.
See if Wake can get a stop. Seminoles do not have a field goal in the last 5 minutes. Oh, nearly a steal, but Latson stays with it. There was contact, but no whistle. The Deeks have the ball.
Coles with the block, but it started with Andrews getting her hand in and deflecting.
Williams kicks it. Andrews, wide right. Rebound number 6 for Latson. Under 3 minutes we go. Timpson posting up Andrews for 2.
Got to do your work early. She gets that close. She just elevates. Not a lot Andrews could do. Good thing for her that she didn't foul.
KK Timpson's always good, but she has been spectacular here in the second half. 14 and 7 since halftime. And that just scored her 1,000th career point. Turnage the rebound. Florida State now by 8. They can take another 2 minutes left.
Great playing man. Harrison's got a tough tape.
Well, we knew it would be a historic night in college basketball, Stan, and we're not talking about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin will make the history in about 45 minutes in Iowa City. But for Florida State, Sara Bejedi and Makayla Timpson have both joined the 1,000-point club. Timpson just a junior. Remember talking with Brooke Wyckoff before Timpson started her sophomore season, and she said the biggest thing about the offseason between her freshman and sophomore year was just simply understanding what she's capable of. Because as a freshman, she was good, but I think both Sue Semrau and Brooke Wyckoff knew that there was incredible potential for greatness in Timpson's game.
Well, the speed of the game. And if you're big, Sometimes it takes you a moment or two to understand the physicality, how to play in the post, whatnot. And wow, she got, how many blocks do you have by your mantra? 2 or 3? If she got 3, that would be 69, which would match her high from last year.
They only have credited her with 2.
2, so okay. Just getting the prep, I didn't realize this. Brooke Wyckoff is number 2 all time in shot blocks at Florida State.
Yeah, Brooke was pretty good.
Brooke was very good.
WNBA draft pick, 9-year pro career.
Screen drive.
Williams needs it, missed it. 1:47 left. Florida State with an 8-point lead and possession.
That might have been a time where if you're Williams, you guys got to keep driving to the basket. Don't worry about the block as opposed to putting up for the jumper. And then having to definitely shoot over the long stretch games of Timpson.
Bejedi working on Williams. Rebounded by Timpson. Back outside. Seminoles do not need to hurry.
New clock.
Timpson, by the way, entered the night with 643 rebounds. She's now got 657. She's going to have 1,000 rebounds before it's all said and done, I would think. Shot clock violation, but the time that the Seminoles took off the clock was about 50 seconds on that possession. And Brooke still amused that there was no foul call despite the contact. If you're Wake here, do you run the 8-point play?
Yes. 9 to be safe. You're taking too much time. Got to get a basket.
Williams from the elbow. 15th rebound for KK.
And she really looks, I'm just watching her run down the floor. She really looks like she's not even working up a sweat. It's just like a typical day in the office.
Talking about Timpson. Well, Stan, after tonight, assuming Wake can't put together a miraculous comeback here in the final 38 seconds. And remember what Wake did at Boston College? They were like down 9, and then they were down 1 in a span of like 20 seconds. So you never, ever know. But if Wake comes up short today, they're going to have 5 regular season games left. Only 2 teams in the past 20 years have gone through ACC women's basketball regular season play, winless in conference play. Hasn't happened since the Clemson Tigers went 0-16 and 15-16. Before that, you got to go back to the 06-07 Lady Deeks that went 0-14. So their opportunities obviously ahead, certainly at Pittsburgh is a game that on paper Wake you think would have a chance. Wake played Georgia Tech tough at home. They got the Jackets again in Atlanta. But I'd be surprised if Wake, I mean, North Carolina at home, you never know.
Okay, and I'm glad you got this up. Sunday night, they're going to use that as senior night. So, if nothing else, come out and support the Deeks that are, we know some of the players may not, be back. We know Scruggs, Harrison especially, and I think Northern goes by as a senior, so we'll see. But come out and support the team. Yeah, it's tough. But this is where, okay, and I said this the other day, this has not been the season we wanted. So you use this as a learning experience. Okay, you've rock bottom, you hit bottom, and now you bounce back and you fight back. So you find out a lot about yourself. Look for every way to get a victory. I like the way this Wake Forest team played. It's not enough ammunition, not enough size, too much Timpson, too much OMG, too much, obviously, Latson, Bejedi. But you got to keep fighting.
You have been big on your teenage texting acronyms today.
Excuse me?
Exactly. Florida State, meanwhile, on its way to its 11th straight NCAA tournament, barring anything stopping.
There you go.
Randall shot 3.
Keep fighting.
6-point game.
Fighting.
29 seconds. And it's deflected by Coles. It'll stay Seminoles ball. Wake's out of timeouts, but Florida State's not. Brooke Wyckoff's going to take one to advance the ball.
You keep trying to compete. You never know.
Florida State travels to Coral Gables this Sunday, 4 p.m. tip from the Watsco Center. Then the Noles get Boston College at home. Tough trip to Louisville next week, or I should say on Leap Day. They get next Thursday off. They go to Louisville on Leap Day. Is that right? No, that's 2 weeks from now.
29.
So Louisville, yeah. And then Clemson to close out their regular season. Look, they're going to make the NCAA tournament for the 18th time in the last 19 tournaments.
Yes, sir.
You know, the 8 programs across the country that have been to 10 straight tournaments or more. Baylor, Louisville, Maryland, South Carolina, Stanford, Tennessee, UConn, and Florida State. It's impressive. And this is a Florida State team that entered tonight 7th place in the ACC.
We'll give some scores real quick.
Yeah, they are looking at the monitor.
So I guess there's a chance they could decide that ball went off of Florida State last.
One more time.
Elsewhere around the league, NC State has finished off Notre Dame. Hold the Irish to 43 points tonight on their home court. Double-double for River Baldwin and the Wolfpack.
No double-double for HH.
59-43.
All right, watch this. That ball may be Wake's ball.
Might be.
That angle, I couldn't get that right. And Timpson touched it or not.
North Carolina's an interesting team, Stan. They can look really good, and then they can look just so-so. Right now, they got a 5-point lead on their home floor against Pitt. Midway through the 4th.
I didn't get a chance just because there was so much going on Sunday, and then trying to get ready for other games to watch the Duke game Sunday afternoon.
Courtney Banghart didn't feel great about the officiating in that one down the stretch either. It is going to be Florida State ball. Syracuse finished off Miami. Another impressive road win for Coach Jack in the orange.
So is that the ACC Coach of the Year then? What do you think?
That's a tough question. Yeah. I know what Coach McGraw said at halftime. You know, I wonder if Coach McGraw might feel differently after watching what Wes Moore's Wolfpack did to her old team in South Bend tonight. I mean, NC State was not a good team last year.
No, they weren't.
The 3 previous years, they were great, obviously.
They lost a lot of players, though.
Yes.
And
now they're a top 5, top 10 team again. Coach Jack, Wes Moore, Kenny Brooks. There are a lot of good coaches. I'll tell you, Jeff Walls has done another good job, you know, integrating some new talented pieces. I mean, he loses Haley Van Lith to LSU, and they're still
rolling, aren't they?
Right in the mix. Bejedi makes the free throw.
So what you're saying is you better go ahead and get your stuff together for the ACC tournament.
All right. You know,
they
made a mistake and gave me a vote to help decide these matters.
Well, then you can't talk about it. So like I said, you can't talk about it.
Speculate, spitballing. 8-point game, 20 seconds. Elise, nope. Timpson with her 16th, and tied up, but Wake was out of bounds. That's the right call. And it'll be Florida State ball with 13.8 to go.
You talk about graduating seniors. I love the hustle that you've seen out of Scruggs. She keeps playing hard. Sometimes it's a mismatch being defending players, but she just keeps grinding, and I love that. And you know, I wish those seniors in senior night on Sunday against Carolina, we won't be through the game. So I just want to wish them the very best, and like we said, their families and whatnot. And hey. It's a battle, and you keep on fighting. Keep on fighting.
There have not been very many wins this year.
No.
but there have been a bunch of very entertaining ball games.
Yeah,
And tonight's another good example.
Exactly. You see the potential. I mean, that young lady right there, Miss Andrews, came in, was very active today, played with some confidence. You know, Riley came in and knocked down some shots, made some plays. Okay, Diva. They're going to get better, and that's the process of this team.
I don't know if we can zoom out. Check out this alignment here for Florida State.
But 1-4 wide.
Okay, Turnage is the quarterback. Gordon running it down and in. They get it into Latson. She's quadruple teamed, and Wake fouls with 10.8 to go.
I like those little funky sets out of sight, out of bounds.
Mike Norvell would have been proud of that.
Would have been. Where's Charlie Ward when you need him?
Man, that guy was one of one. So Charlie Ward was doing his thing for Florida State when I was like 6, 7, 8 years old.
Oh, come on,
no, let me just tell you this. I just assumed that everybody played college football and college basketball, and it was normal for college football players to just go right in the NBA, do their thing.
6 years old? You trying to say you're the same age as Bennett back then?
Oh.
Holding the banner?
Not at all.
Wouldn't give her a ticket, made her hold the banner.
Diebel, short, Harrison up and in, 1.4 to go, 8-point game. Wake does not foul again, and Florida State prevails 71-63. Seminoles sweep the season series over the David Dinkins